The following is a presentation of TFNN.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, we get the Dow Industrials up 52, Nasdaq's up 9, S&Ps are up a couple bucks. We have gold up 11.50, silver's up 45. Let's see, oil is flat at 104.05. Bonds. Now, we get some nice divergence out here. Bonds are up 16 right now at 142.15. They're trying to kill King Dollar again. Dollar is down 11 ticks at 78.95, and we'll come back to that little baby. Euro, folks, just put all your money in Europe. Don't worry about it. You won't have any left. Euro's up 19.6, trading out at 132.35. And the yen is down 52 at the 80.83 level.
Well, if you just put it in Spain, they'll just spend it.
Oh, man. Let me tell you.
That was getting hit this morning. So, at least early. I didn't take
it's getting hit,
It's like
man.
another couple, point and a half.
1.5% right now. It's Spain's at 7,000 again. Spain looks like it's doing a
major ABC. Not even like an ABC down.
A major ABC down. No, big time.
If it takes out that low.
That's right.
That's like
it's curtains.
That's
curtains. If we go over to the FTSE, FTSE's in an ABC down. DAX is in an ABC down. We're going to come back to our markets in a second because when you see what's happening here, it's pretty cool. So let's just go over to the SPY for a second. You get the SPY up. The C point. The original C point is 139.36, and that's where we are right now. So it's going to be interesting to see what is happening here.
Yeah.
And what I mean specifically, folks, is this.
Years in April 17th is the original.
That's correct.
That's the original C point.
That's correct.
Yeah,
that's right. Because what we had done is that we had come off the high, monster volume on the way down, 265 million.
Absolutely.
We did a counter trend bounce at 187 million. Yesterday you did 150 million.
Right.
That's, so that C point is still there, and we're right at it right now.
Yeah.
And it's on all the indices. So that's the SPY. If we go over to the Russell 2000, we take a look at the Russell. What you have inside the Russell, we're at 814 right now. The C point on the Russell is 816.32. If I go to the IWM, we take a look at that. I believe we're going to be right at that same level. So IWM now.
Yeah, because there you're looking at a price point of 81.55.
Right, and we're at 81.36. So the thing this is a trader's paradise. That's the bottom line. Up, down, and all around.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Now,
no question about it.
The gold and silver equities are going to get real interesting here.
Yeah.
They were trying to make it off the bottom yesterday. They had price spread, but they didn't have volume. And what we've had twice prior to this is that they've had the same thing and then they gave it up.
Yes.
So today's a big day, folks, to see can they get the move going.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be biting out there yet because they got to prove that they can get the move going, man.
Yeah.
Like if we get...
They released numbers to this morning or last night?
Gold Corp?
Yeah.
Gold, it was amazing. I had got a call at like 4:40 Eastern time. And I said, no, don't buy this thing, man, because, what ended up happening, it broke out of its range.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's something wrong here. And sure enough, they come out with the numbers at 5:01.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah,
okay.
Bottom line, what happens in Gold Corp is breaking lows now. It has expanded volume.
It's got some real juice in it today.
Oh, real juice. And what's going on with it fundamentally, folks, is that Red Lake, which is one of the best districts in the world to mine gold. Okay. Meaning the veins are huge. It's a vein system, right? And what a vein system does is this, folks. You get a picture. You got wide veins, and it's just all gold in that vein.
Really?
Yeah, real gold.
Oh man.
And it's a vein. They call it.
How'd you like that under your nose?
Seriously, right? And what happens is that was always one of the most inexpensive
ways to be able to extract it
because the gold was so big.
Yeah.
Well, they extracted 35% less than they thought they were going to. 35% less. Huge.
Okay.
And cost them more money. They used to be able to extract gold out of Red Lake, for about $235.
Okay.
It's up to $600.
That's pretty healthy overtime increase.
Well,
there.
two different things happen here.
So is there a currency issue there?
What there is this. Is that Gold Corp had bought Glamis, and Glamis was a high-end, their costs were more. So that's in there, too.
Okay.
They got problems. That's the bottom line. I think what their biggest problem is this. Now, so check this out. This is, if you're a CEO, folks, this is the thing you do not want to say. No, seriously, because, we talk about all those CEOs out there now, they're claiming that they don't, they're not making decisions because of the uncertainty, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, to me, that's just an absolute lie, okay?
Of course, absolutely, yeah.
But, okay.
You're always making decisions. Not making a decision is a
that's right.
decision.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Chuck Jeans, okay, who's the CEO of Gold Corp, come out and stated that they're worried about their full-year production, and they won't have the answer until the end of this quarter. That is what you don't say, folks.
That's for sure.
And so what happens...
You mean because that doesn't create confidence?
Well, that's right. In a statement like that, what's happening is that if you know you have a problem, you should have worked 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
Okay? And absolutely...
work 24 hours a day on the solution.
And had that answer,
right.
then at least you could say, okay, listen, we're going to have half the production next year, and then the market knows. To say that we're not going to give you the answer to the end of the quarter, of this quarter, oh man, forget it. And it's getting penalized, because of that, because that's a heavy deal.
And now the leaders out there with regard to inside the sector itself,
right?
You got AEM would be
AEM
and gold.
AEM is also a high producer, meaning high cost producer. I'm watching AEM because
you want to see it get up over that?
Yeah, and it's not. And AEM's not happening either.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The ones that I think are going to be the next buy are the South Africans.
Okay.
And the reason being is that if you go look at the rand once again wants to go topside. Our dollar wants to go topside. The rand looks to me like it wants to get into 8.6 again. And that rand dollar, you go up to 8.6. Those South Africans make money hand over fist. Yeah. And what's happening now? Watch what happens, folks. To get gold out in the South African aspect, it costs them, over $1,000 US. Okay. Okay. But the difference is, so just so you understand what the difference is, when you're talking about even Canadian companies or small mid-cap gold companies, they talk about getting ounces out, and I get 200,000, 300,000 ounces, right? Yeah. You know what the South Africans talk? Like like Goldfields and Harmony, millions.
That's a beautiful thing, huh?
Millions. Okay, you're talking about millions of ounces, folks. It's a whole different ball game. They so that makes a huge difference in the context of what they can get out, what they can deliver. Yes. And with the rand going the right way, meaning it gets weaker. Right. They just print money. Right. And so that's where I think this whole thing's going.
So you take a look at the South Africans being the ones that because you got a currency benefit.
That's right.
Okay. Also because of the production capacity. That's right. That they've got. And so when you take a look at that versus your take on where gold is going, right? So what are you seeing there? Are you seeing still thinking gold going back in to try to test the lows that we had out there in the 1,500 range? You still think there still is that possibility of that divergence with the.
And the reason I'm saying that, folks, is that I wanted this market to open this morning. Yesterday at the close. So you got to put a few things together here, and the biggest ones are that you've had a couple price moves, but they've given it up very quickly. Yes. Okay.
Oh, they certainly were. I mean, for the last 12 trading sessions, it has been a intraday trader's paradise.
That's right.
That's right. Big moves up, big moves down.
That's right. Yeah. And this morning, you can it's just not there. This is another tease, And I suspect the tease has to do with even larger operators are getting paranoid about being in the market and thinking, okay, can I taste a little here? And it's not enough because there's someone on the other side of that selling in pretty intense. Right. The Gold Corp number will be a big heads up in the marketplace.
Okay.
Because if Gold Corp has that problem,
yes.
Okay, there's going to be other companies that have that problem. It won't be...
Yeah, because it wasn't just because of the purchase.
No, it won't, that's right. It won't be company
they've got higher energy costs.
Exactly.
Higher labor costs, perhaps.
Right. So, and putting that together with, the aspect that the market wants to pull back, well... I just think we got a little bit longer. But it's getting closer. My hands are closer to being out of my pocket in that sector.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, that's cool.
And when they come out, folks, they're going to be having some firepower. No, big time. I'm telling you. Because it's that I like how they're trading, and what I mean specifically is that they're coming back on the monthly, on the quarterly, on everything with dramatically lighter volume.
Okay.
But they're crushing the price.
Yeah.
I mean, when you talk about crushing the price, we're talking about crushing the price over 20%, meaning that they've been going down that dramatically more than they ever should. Well, not that they should have, with lighter volume.
Yeah.
Meaning that, the last time they had any juice.
But getting down to that area where nobody wants to buy them.
Oh, it's perfect. No. Yeah, big time.
So at that stage... waiting for a signature of somebody stepping in front.
That's right.
Is a good thing to do.
Oh, it's huge. Because no one's going to buy them.
Yeah. So when you do see those first guys pop in there,
that's right.
It's not like you're going to be the last one on the train.
No, you're going to be the first one. Because of the destruction in this correction, and it's real possible. Next, let's see, May... Man, this thing's getting closer. I think it's 2 weeks from this Monday and Tuesday. I open up the gold show in New York.
Okay, so you're using that as kind of a little bit
at the Marriott Marquis. Huh? Oh yeah, no, at the Marriott Marquis, folks. If you happen to be in New York, Monday and Tuesday, right after Mother's Day, we're going to be up there. We have a booth. I open up the show, and I'm going to get a real good feeling up there. But I get a feeling. I get a feeling that's going to be the low.
Yeah.
And as I said before, what ends up happening, unfortunately, is that folks. That's where you meet many folks that just will never sell, which is just terrible. I've met folks up there that in this bull market they've never sold in 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, I look at them and it's like, and they've not made any money. In fact, they've lost money.
Yeah.
Which is just...
You're talking the gold equities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bummer.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane. Folks, nothing goes up forever, nothing goes down forever. You get doubles and triples. Take your money. Take your money, honey. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses, we have the Dow right now up to 58. Nasdaq up 10, S&P's up 2. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of the money game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We preach all you Tigers and Tigresses out here. We get the Dow up 45 right now. Nasdaq's up 7. S&P's flat. And, folks, Tigress Kate Stalter, brand new newsletter, Low Price Leaders. If you'd like to check out that newsletter, you can do it absolutely free. There was a new edition last night, so it's brand new out there. Just come over to our website at TFNN, right on the front page. You can do it right here, right now. And what we just had come out, pending home sales, folks. Pending home sales, signed contracts to U.S. homes rose more than forecast in March as low interest rates drew buyers back in the market. The sales were up 4.1%. That's the highest level since April 2010.
Yeah, now that's home purchases, so that's new, used, foreclosures, everything.
That's correct.
Yeah,
that's correct. And if you're interested in the real estate market, folks, okay, I just opened a fund. If you happen to be an accredited investor, if you want information, it's the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund. You can email us at tigerfund@tfnn.com. And we'll send you out and get you information about that.
So leading the Dow on the way down right now, you've got dollar-wise, you've got ExxonMobil.
Yes.
Off $1.39 right now. Came out with the earnings, missed their numbers.
Just
by a bit, a little bit this morning. And the market's got it trading down. Right now it's trading into the swing point or the volume day from January 31st. That had 27 million shares. And it looks like you're taking that on, but it looks like it really wants to go all the way back down to the bottom of the range, which would be really the high of October 27th.
Yeah, well, and watch this, folks. This is pretty dramatic. What I have up now is that I have ExxonMobil up all the way back to 2002 on a monthly basis, right?
Yeah.
So what you have is that the supply line, which is absolutely huge, it's not that bad, but it's huge. From 07 all the way over to 08. Now, what we did is that at 08, it was 1.3 billion shares on a monthly.
Yeah.
Well, the first time we took it out was February of 2011.
Right.
And you took that out with 440. Yeah, so watch how it's cool. You took it out with 440 million versus 1.3 billion. Well, then what ended up happening? Well, a couple months later, it goes from $82 all the way down to $67. Now, watch this.
With more volume.
With volume.
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's the key. So watch what happens now. So your smaller benchmark is 440 million. Well, watch what happened. We went up there with 333. We went up there with 338. It's done. It wants to trade down the other side. And what gets interesting about this one is this, is that you get the 27th, which is no doubt your benchmark first, right?
Yeah.
But you get into that benchmark.
And at least you want to go down to at least the bottom of it.
Well, we know it's screaming.
Yeah.
What's screaming at the bottom of it, though, is 67 on the monthly.
No, I know.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's how this. What's cool.
Actually, when it came down to 67 on the monthly, the retracement, folks, was if you just simply go from the lows from July of 2010, up to the highs, it was a sweet 618.
Yeah.
6824 was the actual 618 retracement. It got down to 6703. No big deal.
Yeah. No, it's not. And what's cool about, if you wrap your head around the oil and gas sector, folks, what happens is this. They love trading in these large ranges.
Yeah.
So you can trade them for years.
Yeah.
You can, on both sides of it, without a huge, there's volatility, but there really isn't that much volatility. Once the trend changes in those, it goes on for quite a while, which is really neat.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like, okay, well, it's...
So in this case here, you'd be taking a look at ExxonMobil on a monthly basis, being in a consolidation phase.
Exactly.
From that 87 down to the 67.
Right. And and it's so cool because they'll stay in consolidations. You know what's so crazy, man? And you've probably heard me say this before, folks. I know you have. That's crazy. It's another $30 consolidation because that's what they were in 3 years ago.
Okay.
Because every day, that's all I did is trade them. Dig and Doug.
Yeah.
I mean, they were they're still my favorite.
Right.
Dig and Doug is still my favorite. There's no two ways about it.
Well, what's nice about that is you can go take a look at ExxonMobil, Chevron, Schlumberger.
You got
5 stocks, basically, that you can look at that represent 60% of the index.
Exactly.
So you can get a real good gauge as to what's going on there.
Huge. Huge. And then, of course... I think the cost, the oil. I mean, there's the probabilities inside that it releases much more information. Which is really cool.
It becomes an easy, double ETF to be able to trade.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, you just have more,
more info.
Yeah.
More info is the name of the game.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to my Bruins? Oh my God! I fell asleep too, folks. I can't believe it. My Bruins.
Hey, somebody in the den said. But now you can't.
We get the Celtics. We get the Celtics. And we better have the Red Sox.
Okay, all right.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you Tigers and Tigresses, we appreciate you being out there growling and prowling with us, folks. We have the Dow right now, 50. NASDAQ is up 7. S&Ps are flat. We're going to be right back.
You've heard Tom O'Brien on the air, and you've always thought about trying out his newsletter, Market Insights. Well, now is the perfect time. For a limited time only, when you sign up for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights, we'll send you a free copy of Tom O'Brien's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. If you decide to cancel within the 2-week trial period, pay absolutely nothing, and keep Tom's book as a free gift from us. Tom sends out his daily newsletter each morning by 9:30 a.m. with trade recommendations, including price targets and price stops. As recently as March 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out a position for more than a 25% profit in just over 2 weeks. To get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights, along with your free copy of The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Supplies are limited for this one-of-a-kind special, so act today and don't let this opportunity pass you by. Offer only valid for new subscribers. In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
In the world of financial markets, there's a new player in town with an exciting new way to trade the markets. Nadex now offers binary options as well as bull spreads in a wide range of indices along with commodity and forex markets. With as little as $100, you can gain access to a new way to trade global financial markets while guaranteeing that your risk will always be capped. Nadex allows you to multiply your trading opportunities in ways never imagined before and access markets you once thought were out of reach. With short-term trading opportunities available, including binary options expiring each hour the market is open, Nadex allows you to take advantage of a variety of market conditions regardless of volatility or market direction. Now is the time to take advantage of this exciting new market. Don't let this trading opportunity pass you by. Open your account today by clicking on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Nadex, a better way to trade.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. NUE, right? So,
NUS. NUS. New Skin Enterprises.
So you get New Skin, the lows 29, the high 62. And, you know, this is a classic, folks. You know, look at this. You're off the high, 62. You come barreling down with 2.4 million. You get into 55. It goes all the way back up to 60 with no volume.
Yeah. And like you've told folks, you know, there's what stocks are going to do is they'll give you a second chance,
right?
Third chance,
right? To get out,
to be able to get out. You know, this one here as a high flyer. Made a daily chart, folks. Again, made bearish engulfing up at the tops where you were making a high with, as you say, with absolutely no volume.
Right.
You get that bearish engulfing, you get the follow through on the following day. Okay, moves on down with, as you said, with volume. April 2nd, had some good volume and moves back up on light volume into the 0.786 618 retracement area, and then today is like. Boom.
Getting crushed.
You get 545,000 shares. We've only been trading, right, for just over an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Last time it had volume, it was doing 2.4 million shares. Well, if this volume keeps up this pace, that's no problem.
Right. No, it's huge. It's
and then folks, you break the B point on this has got 2 million shares. The B point low is $54. So you break through that, and really you're looking at least $50.
And look at the gap.
Yeah.
You get a gap.
Yeah.
Now, check this out. This is really just crazy, folks, okay? Well, some of my terms, it's not crazy, but it's like, how does that work? Okay, how does an A to B equal C to D go to the gap? Well, it's just funny, isn't it?
No,
sorry.
For sure. No, for sure. But in this case here, what I want people to learn how to do is become the expert of that C to D leg.
Yeah.
And certainly the way that you come off of that C point is really telling. In this case here, you're coming off this thing with so much conviction.
Right.
Wide price spread and volume. It just that's an absolute screamer at you.
So this stock, New Skin, must have been at one of those oxygen bars, getting all that nice oxygen, all that energy in there, right up at that C point.
It was.
Yeah,
that's right.
Getting a lot of oxygen.
I wonder if they still have those things. We'll
find out. Last time
is that what New Skin is?
No. But in New York City, they have quite a few of them.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've never tried it yet, but it's something that I would like to try.
Yeah.
It's funny how I mean, it makes sense that auctions give you energy, but I just never seen how right down in Times Square, like you go by and they literally, it's an oxygen bar.
Yeah.
You know? Throw on some oxygen.
Well, you know, now, you know, would you think this was a wise tale or was this real? When you take a look in Vegas,
yeah.
You know, the story was that they used to pump oxygen in through the ventilation system, right, to help keep you more alert. I mean, you go to, you know, certainly there's no windows in any of the casinos because they don't want people to know what's really going on the outside. But I don't know if that story was ever real. And as close as I actually got to a lot of executives there, I never even thought to really ask that question.
Well,
but don't really talk about oxygen bars.
You know what? We can find out. You know how we can find out? Let's check this out. One of the guys that used to work for me a long time ago, and used to work for us here, folks. Yeah, he's in Peru right now. Okay.
Yeah, we got to find out.
Listen, this is an amazing story. I got an email yesterday, so he was getting me an introduction. What happens, folks, is that I'm the guy that actually got Jimmy the job with Las Vegas Sands. The Shelley Addison, who owns Las Vegas Sands, is from Boston. Okay, I talked to him. This is going back in the 80s.
Yeah,
when he owned Comdex.
Yeah.
And so Shelley actually called me up, and I was talking to him. I said, "No, hire this guy. He's unbelievable."
Yeah.
And this guy is unbelievable, and he's one of the guys that made Comdex. Bottom line, I got an email last night from Shelley's nephew, who runs Las Vegas Sands. He runs Las Vegas Sands.
Okay.
And he says, "Hey, Tom, is there anything I can do for you in all of this?" So I'll give him an email back. It's just so funny what we're talking about.
Oh, that's great.
And I'll find out.
I think you can have them come on the show. They had $1 billion in profits. I
will. I'm going to ask him to come on. I will. It's so funny. I just got the email last night.
We love to find out. Now they released earnings yesterday, Las Vegas Sands, right?
Yeah.
And when you take a look at the profits coming out of Asia, that's really where the majority of the profit. I think they did about 85 million or so in Vegas.
Right.
They still did $1 billion in profits. Most of it, obviously, the rest of it really coming from Asia.
Now,
pretty incredible.
Do you want to hear, folks?
God.
Okay, now, if you want to hear how you can get an entrepreneur making a fortune, when I met Shelley, the first time I met him, right?
Yeah.
He owned a company. See, when I did the bankrupt bonds in 1980, right? Everything was about airlines and pushing people around. Well, he had the charter company that he had. Picture this is how small he was. Well, he was a good size, but he was really small.
Yeah.
It was GW, and what they would do is that he had charters that ran out of Boston, into Vegas.
Yes.
Okay, and I had done a couple deals with them. So this is 1981, 82. Well, what he figured out is that, which no one else figured out, is that he figured out, okay, hold it. I'm going to get, and at this point it seemed like everything was happening very quickly in Vegas. Stevie Wynn had come in and changed the whole dynamic.
Yes. Yeah.
And when Shelley was there, he says, okay, hold on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this convention deal happen.
Right.
And he got that so cheap it was sick, the original Las Vegas Sands.
Okay.
And what he did, he sold the hotel to investors, one part.
Yeah.
But then he kept the convention center, and that's where we brought the Comdex in.
Got it.
See, out of Boston, what happened, between Boston and Silicon Valley, they used to have, the biggest Apple show was in Boston.
That's right. Sure.
So he understood that business. Well, make a long story short, he went from there to the Comdex, made a fortune, and then, if you want to talk about how distribution of wealth happened, so listen to this story. This is when, Japan was going up exponentially.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and they were buying all of our property and all of our golf courses.
This is something you want to understand about the United States, folks, and this is what I got from owning a building on State Street in Boston. That I saw first the Middle East investors come in and get buried. Then I see the Japanese investors come in and get buried. What ends up happening is that when you distribute in paper, forget it. Shelley, a guy came in from Japan, one of the big companies, sold him the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I know this for a fact because Jimmy was still in charge of all the sales.
Yes.
From that point on, everything went downtown.
Yes.
And so he blew over $1 billion and lost it all. And then Shelley took that and kept investing in it. I mean, it's an amazing story.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, man.
Pretty amazing doing
Right from one airplane.
Yeah.
That was from one airplane.
Yeah.
Now he's got billions.
Well, that's his country.
Yeah,
it is. He can absolutely do it. You can, the opportunities out there, and they can start today.
That's right.
Right now.
No, I know.
Which is a really cool thing.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge, man. It's huge. And it's huge. It's a beautiful thing. Go long America! Hell yeah, baby. Let's go take a look at some of the high-volume stocks out here, even though we're not going to have any high volume. BAC is down a penny. We got, let's see, Ford's up 7. Las Vegas Sands is down 234. Aetna. Well, what's happening with Aetna? Aetna's taking a hit. We'll go over to that. That's down 10%, $4.99. That's different for, you don't see insurance companies get killed that bad. What's happened? AET. That's without a hurricane, so something's going on there.
Ooh, boy, that sure
Smoke them if you have it, baby. Whoa, baby,
big
look at that.
volume out of this, too.
Yep, it's huge. So, oh man, this is crazy. So look what it was going into. So you bring this back, folks, I'm telling you, man, you better understand where things are going into, because this stock here, folks, you absolutely could have got caught in. I could have got caught in this stock in a second, and this is why. You had the high volume high.
Yeah.
No
You're
problem.
Looking at a daily or weekly?
This is a daily. Okay, so watch what happens. On a daily, you definitely could have got caught in it, because you had the high volume high.
No question. I mean,
everything's looking fine, right?
Big follow through on March 29th.
Yep, it's all there. Now watch what happens, though. If you put it on what it was going into, it's screaming. And it's screaming, you know what? It's not even close. Yeah. And so you better pay attention to it. It was going into the downdraft from 2006, from 2008, and it was doing that. Watch what it was doing it on. This is crazy. It was doing it on 90 million versus 140. It's like, that doesn't fly versus 125.
Yeah.
So you got to, this one's a tough one. Like I said, but what you better make sure of, get out of town quick. Because now, this baby has probably $29 in it, which is pretty sick.
Now, was it their numbers they released? Did you
yeah, let's find out.
That led to the onslaught here.
Medical ratio rose. They're missing estimates. They're reaffirming.
Okay.
Let's see. Third biggest health insurer by sales plunged the most in 3 years after first quarter profit missed analyst estimates. The Hartford insurer, let's see, the company reaffirmed. Okay, the company said it spent 81.5% of the premiums on member care, up from 79 a year earlier. It also booked nothing for saving on medical costs in prior quarters. The elephant in the room is lack of prior period development. We've consistently...
So healthcare costs are going up? Is that?
Yeah.
That's what... okay, well...
Well, this is what they're getting penalized for. What they're getting penalized for. See, United Healthcare, the biggest, recorded $550 million in reserve development.
Yeah.
Aetna doesn't have anything.
Got it. Okay.
It's like, okay, you're not putting anything away for a rainy day.
That's right. Yeah.
Bad scene, man.
Yeah.
You always need rainy day money. Bad scene.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting hit. This one here, Furix. I was showing this on the 9 o'clock show. Down 25% today.
What's that symbol?
FURX. That's just talk about getting crushed. I think this is an IPO
a nice
from
biotech.
Oh my God.
See, it is a classic though. So it doesn't matter,
No,
big one, a small one, whatever.
That's right. You're able to go back.
When this thing, if you look at this sticking out. It's crazy. Sticking out like a sore thumb is $14.90.
Yeah.
That's the last time it ever had any volume.
And what I'm able to do...
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, no. And what I do each morning, because, after the market pops, I'm seeing what's up and what's down, either percentage-wise or dollar-wise. And so, and these are stocks that typically I've never even heard of.
Right.
Charts I've never even looked at, okay?
Right.
And we'll pull them up on the screen, and every time when it falls out of bed, you can go right to that last volume bar out there.
I know.
And that's the lesson. I mean, that's what we want to be able to teach people, because it doesn't matter whether you understand being able to read charts. You can go take a look at a volume bar and just understand where you're at and where, especially as you're coming into the earnings time frame.
That's right.
That's a question that was posed was, do I pay attention to earnings? And I don't let it affect my trade. But if you're in something like this, and you know that your only area of support is so far down, then you can make a different trading decision.
That's right. There's no doubt.
Even if your pattern's not,
Oh yeah. No. Let me tell you something. I'm, in the gold market, I pay attention to them all the time.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that it has to do with how big of the retracement do you want to take.
Right.
For sure. And we know that a normal retracement in a bull market move, folks, is 50%. Well, why are you going to take a 50% retracement?
For sure.
If you don't have to, it's like, okay, and all that means you'll make less money. You know what I mean? If you take it off, it just means that, okay, if they go the other way, it goes up more, you haven't made it. But to me, that's a good scene. I'm always thinking about how much can I lose.
For sure.
It's like, okay, if you're not losing, you're making. That's
and you can always get back in.
Yeah.
You can always get back in.
There's so many trades, it's insane.
Yeah.
And thank God there's always another trade. Let's take a look at that Gold Corp. See what she's doing out there. Okay, so
we didn't look at the King. We'll just look at Gold Corp.
Oh yeah, no, Gold Corp can't get any traction. She's going to lower lows. Okay. King Dollar DX.
King wants to come down and test the low of that April.
She's going right
area,
in there. She's going right in there. Yep. And so that's 78.79. You've hit 78.90 thus far.
Yeah. So actually, if it gets down there today,
it's almost
where it closes is really important.
78.42. It's almost saying it wants to go 78.42 because it's like almost too easy, right? Do you know what I mean?
Well,
it's like it gets to that point. It's like, hold it, man. Why stop at that point?
Well, then, and I know that's what you're looking at this as a swing point,
right?
A 1-to-1 A to B equals C to D is 78.01. So it's going to be in that range.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Would be in that range.
That's good.
Where it would head to. So
I like that. I have some patience.
Which would send the euro a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And actually, if you put the euro on just an intraday chart, so the euro is actually up at the 0.618 retracement that it has off of the high, folks, from April the 2nd.
Yeah.
The euro was up there at 1.33793, traveled all the way down to the lows on April the 16th, down to the 129 area. And right now, that retracement, it's in that 0.618 area. It's been attacking it the last couple of days. It looks like it actually wants to go a bit higher.
It's cool? I like that, though. I like that. Because look at what you're coming into, man. When you look at Steve's chart, folks, which is amazing, is that there's three huge.
Oh, big! Yeah.
That's three black crows.
Oh yeah, and those are big.
And they love get tested.
Yeah.
But that's disaster.
Yeah.
Disaster. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, we appreciate all you tigers and tigresses growling and prowling out here. Well, folks, make it a great day, make it a safe day. You stay right there because we're going to be coming right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. I should get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted that was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Kate Stalter on the Small Cap Roundup, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Up next on TFNN.
Folks, Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We have the Dow right now up 37, NASDAQ up 4, S&Ps are flat, and you can expect that NASDAQ to be going south anytime.
Line drawn in the sand on Apple.
Line drawn in the sand, and what you just had, folks, is that Apple broke under its low of yesterday. Steve and I were just tracking it trade by trade, specifically when it was going under. And sure enough, what you have is that some of the operators start coming in. They start saying, oh, man, I got to get out of here. And what I mean by the operators is, folks, whether it's 2,000, 3,000 shares at a time, were getting popped as it went under the low of yesterday. That's an indication. Well, it just totally makes sense, too. I mean, the bottom line is that you're up at those big numbers. But that is what we mean specifically. Now you're into the gap. And when you're into the gap, it's always a danger, folks, because this gap's going to get closed. It's just a matter of when it's going to get closed. And that gap is spectacular.
Yeah, it is. Big time.
Huge.
Big
Huge.
Well, what else is going on inside? So what else is, because I do believe that the NASDAQ NDX is really the key here.
Yeah, it is.
And what happens today is I also think is very important. So what else is either a lead down the way up or we got
CTXS, TCXS,
Citrix Systems,
and then we'll look at Xilinx after that. So this is the leader today, Citrix Systems, and it has real juice. It's up 9%.
Yeah.
Look what it's doing though. Oh, interesting. This is where. Okay, so what it's doing is this, folks. It is coming after. It's coming after its high, and we'll see whether it got the juice. It definitely has this with the price spread. We'll see.
That's for sure.
We'll see if it has the juice. Xilinx, XLNX. Xilinx. I used to trade this stock all the time. This is a beautiful stock. Okay, so Xilinx, is going to stay in the consolidation. Xilinx, it did $3 million. It's going to lead $13 million.
Yeah.
It's staying in there. Now, hey, listen to this. This is pretty cool. So we've been dealing with Apple, of course, inside the NDX 100, right?
Yes.
Well, what's going to happen is this. in order to get in the NDX 100, you have to be in the NASDAQ for a full year.
Okay.
Well, let's put it this way. That was the rules.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to change the rules? Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So listen to the deal. So this is the deal, folks. Facebook made a deal with with
the exchange,
NASDAQ.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen is that, specifically to them, they brought down the aspect of a year to 90 days.
Okay.
So what we're going to see is that once Facebook goes public, it also is going to be in the Index 100.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something, man. Now, remember something. The Index 100, it's a modified weighted structure. So it doesn't go just with market cap. So it's going to be interesting where they place it.
Yeah.
But I suspect we're going to be basically on our Apple computers on Facebook, and that's all the NASDAQ's going to be about.
Yeah.
They'll try to not do that, but...
Yeah. Do you ever pay attention to the equal-weighted, NASDAQ index ETF that's out there?
No.
No. I'll have to pull it up sometime.
Yeah.
I can't remember the symbol off the top of my head, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We won't do that.
Well, no. Well, I'm trying to figure out why we did it. Why? No. You know, it's interesting. Think about the promoter of that. So think about that for a second, folks. They take an index that is weighted, and they say, okay, no, we're going to make it equal weighted,
yeah,
and we're going to sell you that.
Yeah.
Well, really?
Yeah.
That isn't the index. No, I can listen. It may be good. I don't know, but See, okay, you tell you, oh man, this is going to be a trip on Apple.
Absolutely.
It's getting steam right now, folks. And see, what's so cool about Apple right now is this: because the structure's so big, and because we can get the trades on it, you can get a huge amount of information very, very quickly.
Yeah, can't hide.
And there she is. And so you can see minute by minute as it's going lower.
Tick by tick.
The bigger operators are saying, "Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! I want my money, honey!" Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
No, we're not.
Oh, we're not. Oh, what a bummer. Hey, we're going to Kate Stoltz. That's even better.